Hi, how's everyone? Welcome back. Welcome and hello if you're new. Thanks for finding me. We're going to do a Hidden Truths reading right now. We just got done with the Libra reading, talking about structure, fighting against something that has made you feel weakened, and choosing your own peace. You know, letting people function in the way they want to function. So let's see if that spills over in the Hidden Truth reading. We're going to draw from the Celtic Lenormand. I'm going to split the deck and pick 3 cards. So on the top card, we've got the Facade. I saw them earlier while I was shuffling, the owls. The Facade. Deep perception, keen observation, sensitive messages from the higher self. Underneath that, the hidden truth, we've got snake energy. Not the shedding snake, just the regular snake. Fierce, wise, intelligent. This is feminine energy, defensive, a little bit deceptive for their own ends, but they're sharp, cunning, and calculating. Okay. And then the advice. We've got the Ring. This talks about a partnership and a commitment, an agreement, an alliance, some kind of contract. Yes, it can mean marriage or a proposal, but it can also just be an alliance with somebody that has your back, you have theirs, you're committed to each other. This, it could be anything here. So let's see. The Facade is that you're not actually taking an active action here. The Facade is that you are being observant, and maybe that's not a false facade. All this means, all the Hidden Truth reading means, is that there's something that you're keeping on the surface, something that is the truth underneath, and the advice. Okay, so something that you're showing on the surface is owl energy, that you're kind of stepping back, you're being observant, you're using your intuition to make judgment calls, but you're not being very vocal about it. That's very strong energy. You're keeping that power to yourself for now. You're being discerning here. But what the truth is that you're coiling to strike at something once the truth is known. We have moon energy here in both cards. This full moon for the snake, it could be something coming at the full moon or a decision being made at the full moon. Right now we're in full moon in Libra. Oh my goodness. Moving into Scorpio by tomorrow though. So this full moon or by the next full moon, you're all at different points in the timeline. So this could be happening now for you. It could be happening in the future, or it could be something from the past that is affecting the current energies. So look at how the snake is coiled to strike. She has come from this owl energy of being passive and observant and using your intuition to make a judgment call on something, listening to your higher self, watching for the synchronicities, getting the downloads and processing them. And now there's someone in this strike pose, right? Not strike a pose, the strike pose, fierce, wise, intelligent, like they're keeping the facade of that they're not going to do anything at the moment, but in the back of their mind, I see somebody like coiling up, like revving up to take an action. I also feel like this is somebody who's just getting ready, like somebody in the collective here with this hidden truth. It's like I get the feeling from that snake saying, "You think you fooled me, but I saw every fucking move you made. I heard every word you said. I read every nuance. I saw the information. Nothing got past me, but you think I'm a fool." And right now with that snake energy, she's coiled to take action. The advice here is to come to some kind of alliance. And we will get clarification on this, okay? This is a marriage or a contract or commitment, some kind of pact or agreement, a promise, and a cooperation. Okay, so the advice I heard is to put your fangs away and work on a compromise. Now that does not mean that you it does not mean that you put aside the information that you know. It does not mean that you don't acknowledge all the facts that you've seen. All it means is that you come to some kind of agreement. That does not always have to be peaceful. Okay? You can come to the agreement of, I am choosing to align myself with people who will have my best interests in mind. And you may have to let other people go in order to do that. But there is a commitment coming that you can feel secure in. So let's get, oh my goodness. All right, let's get some clarifiers on this. We have the Seven of Cups. I think of this as the, what's it called? The vision board. When you put a board up or whatever, and you put little symbols on it of the things you want to manifest or the things that you can choose from, different paths to take, different goals to go for. This is, it says don't overreact. That's for that snake energy. Don't overreact. You're okay. Look for allies and perspective. I mean that. Look at allies with the ring card, perspective with the owls, and don't overreact like the snake about to snap. Okay, so they're telling us to pause here. Oh, one fell. Let's get that card. Why are we pausing here? What are we waiting for? Maybe they just don't want us to go off on our own temper. When we make decisions out of, oh, I keep hitting the table, sorry, hang on. Okay, we've got the Page of Swords, but on the back side, yeah, you're worried. This is worried about measuring up to others and needing guidance. Oh, interesting. That's that part of the hidden truth. Okay, and we've got the King of Wands. I was just thinking about the King of Wands earlier today and how it's different from the Queen of Wands. I can't remember what I was thinking about. Oh, lions and lionesses. That's what I was thinking about. The king, he is a formidable presence, but he doesn't do much else. Like, he'll fight if he has to. He'll fight other lions, other male lions, and sure, females too. But it's more that his presence is known, you know? But when it comes to the work, all the lionesses do that themselves. So, I mean, it's a cooperative kind of feeling with the lionesses. That could be why that ring energy is there. But right now, we've got this King of Wands. He could be quite arrogant. The fire signs definitely have an air of arrogance about them. But he is righteous and proud, even if he's a little bit impatient. It does say simple, but I just feel like he likes the simple life. Okay? He doesn't like a lot of how do I put it? I don't know the word for it. Doesn't like a lot of drama, even though them fire signs, they love to stir up the drama, but it's mostly like they like to be the center of it. So let's get the clarifiers here. We've got the Seven of Cups. You're feeling a little bit um you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed emotionally here. This guy is waist deep in a swamp, and he's looking at all these cups. Cups is that water energy, something emotional, right? This is feeling a little bit like, oh God, they're showing me, oh, for the Gen Xers, I apologize. They're showing me Artex in the swamp of sadness. I apologize, but look at this guy. Looks like he's about to drown in them swampy waters because he's got too much, riding on these cups. It's almost a feeling of with the water rising, that he's going to have to make a decision quickly, but he doesn't know which one is the best one for him emotionally. Okay, so he's feeling a little bit, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? So this card is saying, don't overreact, don't make a hasty decision. You are okay. The waters are not rising. Okay, just steady yourself and pace yourself and take a deep breath. Okay, there are allies near you. Look for them and gain a little bit of perspective about where you are, because with this Page of Swords on the back side, the front side is the outer self, very sure of himself, right? If a little bit impatient, but in the reverse, it's the inner self. So this is feeling kind of worried that you're not going to make the right decision. You're not going to measure up to the people around you or what they need you to be. And you need to seek guidance. That's pointing you back to that Seven of Cups, that you do have allies around you. That is reminding you about the Ring card, that there is an alliance there that is in your good favor. This all has tying back in with this King of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I do tend to give the King and Queen to the higher of the signs, which is Sagittarius, but it could be any of the others, someone with fire in them, either in their chart or in their nature. Okay, so this could be you in your king energy, or this could be the one around you that can help you if you would just reach out. I feel a little bit of ego here, not just from the king, but from the Page of Swords, because this is fast. This is Gemini energy, the Page of Swords. So this could be somebody who um, goes off a little too quickly on the information that they have, uh, even if it's incomplete. Okay, so this person is kind of afraid to do so with that page in reverse, worried that they're not going to measure up if they take this step. But either they are a king and they're just a little bit shaky on what they need to do, or a king is coming forward that will be able to help. Okay, and that's coming in with that ring card. Oh my goodness, a king coming with a ring. Look at that. I love it. So let's read this in columns. I just want to do this real quick. So here first we have the owls. Okay, that's inner perception, higher self, tapping in, messages from the higher self, deep perspective, and keen observation, right? But keeping it quiet, staying passive, staying in the background, under the moon, right? In the dark, kind of peeking out, not letting people know. Because Seven of Cups, you're looking for perspective and allies. So then we've got the snake energy here. Fierce, tempting, wise, intelligent, seductive, feminine energy. Who is this? Is this the queen? Queen of, what is this? Spades is swords, clubs is wands. Oh, we've got Queen of Wands energy here with that snake. Oh my goodness. We've got a matched pair, king and queen. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What was I just saying about the queenly lionesses? They're the ones that get all the work done. They hunt, they raise the kids, they fight, they defend, they provide, they comfort, right? They do everything. And what does the lion do? The king, the male lion, they sit there and they roar. That's all. They roar and they bluster, and they just, their presence is their deterrent, I suppose. So here we've got that snake energy. This is the outward, this is the truth. The truth is that you are fierce and intelligent and seductive, but there's a worry here that you might not have all the information and then you might not measure up to somebody or their needs. Why? Because this king is coming in hot with that ring. So that could be somebody also maybe looking forward to a new partnership. I don't, this, and it could be a hard decision. There are cups here, but nothing's clear yet. That's why we've got that owl energy kind of going inward, wondering about what this king is bringing besides his big stick, right? I do like this. Let's, don't know, do we want to, I don't know how we should get a, oh, there's no final outcome with the hidden truth. Okay, that's what they're telling me. There's no final outcome. We'll get an oracle message though. The facade, okay, and then the hidden truth, and then the advice. Oh, that's what it is. So it's either you be, the advice here is either to come up a little bit and give yourself some credit and be in that kingly energy, right? But I feel like this advice for more in the collective is the alliance with this king is going to change everything. And it's safe. It's safe because the card here is saying you're okay. You're safe. You're in a safe position, but you're afraid that you won't measure up when this offer comes in. That's kind of what I've got. So let's get an oracle message. I hope the messages are resonating. If they are, leave me a thumbs up. I appreciate any feedback or signal boost. Also, my information is in the description. I'm available for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. Let's get an oracle message for this hidden truth reading. Please and thank you. I just feel like, just to sum it up, the facade is that you're being very discerning about this person. You might be a little bit suspicious. I don't blame you. This king is showy and sure of himself and a little bit arrogant. And sometimes those kinds of people, they have an ego, but they, for no good reason, right? Other than the fact that they're just confident. So that might bring up some suspicion that he doesn't have the best interest in this alliance like you thought. So this Queen of Wands is in this snake position. Like, you take one wrong move, you swing that stick too close to me, and I'm going to strike, right? But it's defensive. It's defensive because there's this feeling of not being, not measuring up. But I would seek guidance about that. They're intimidating, but so can you be, feminines. That king is intimidating. They got a big stick. So what? You've got fire. They've got the stick. You've got the fire. Okay, so keep that in mind. The oracle card we drew was the guardian angel. You are not alone. Let me find it here. Is it in the other part? Yeah. There we go. Guardian angel, you're not alone. It says, watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. Oh, see? And what was the one? Look for guidance. Plus, we have the owls, which means nighttime energy. So this has to do with dreams and intuition and things like that. So perhaps what they're talking about is those ancestors and loved ones, especially if they're moved on. They may be contacting you in the dream state. Okay, lots of stuff's going on in Pisces right now, so that energy is ripe to get downloads and intuitions that way. So it says everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them all their past lifetimes and will be there in all the lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and will never be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there is always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is here to aid you in all of your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, you have to ask for it. Then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. Okay, so they want to say that even if you're suspicious about this new union coming in, they're bringing it for your good. Whether that pans out, good or bad, that's up to everybody involved because everyone's got free will. So in the moment, it's coming in for good. So as long as as long as everybody behaves and makes good decisions, everybody is going to measure up to their expectations. That's what I have for the Hidden Truth reading. What do we have coming up? I just did Libra. We've got a hidden truth, and then we've got Venus direct for the whole collective, and then I'll see you again in the morning for the morning energy read. So thanks for sticking with me until I see you again in the next reading. Okay, thanks, bye.